And welcome into On the Go. You know, one of the things you have to put on your bucket list to do is go on a cruise. You know, when I talk to friends about cruises, normally the biggest deterrent for them going on a cruise is they say, well, I don't know if I get on that big boat on the big ocean, and what about if I happen to get seasick and I'm going to spend all my time lying down and not really enjoying the cruise. Well, there's a wonderful new way to cruise. It's not a new way, but it's becoming a more popular way. River cruising, and I got with me today Ann Sadie Osten, and you are the proprietor of Sadie's Global Travel and a river cruise expert.
Yes, river cruising is extremely popular now. More and more people are cruising the rivers of Europe, cruising all over. I mean,
even in the United States.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, if you want to have just to get started, get your feet wet, no pun intended.
Exactly. There are some wonderful cruises down the Mississippi. I mean, all sorts of them right in our back door.
Isn't there even one that goes along the Atlantic coast?
There is.
It's a kind of a boat that it just doesn't go out that far. You're always seeing land, and you just make different stops.
In most cases, yes, that is correct. And wonderful opportunities, very nice way to see the coast of the United States. And more popular than that, even now we're finding more people cruising through Europe, the rivers of Europe. And it's in abundance. I mean, the river cruise companies are bringing on new vessels every year, multiple. So the rivers are full.
And a normal, like a ship, if you're going to go on an ocean, or even in the Gulf, it normally holds, it can hold 4,000 passengers, huh?
Oh, many of them can, yes, that is correct.
But the rivers are, what are those, probably?
195 passengers.
That's
and
it.
There's one cruise, river cruise company, Talc Tours, which is, they've been voted the #1 river cruising company within Europe. 136 passengers.
Wow.
So it's a wonderful experience. Most of your excursions are included, and in fact with Talc all of them are included, which makes it even more appealing, as well as your meals on board the river cruise. And typically the food is going to be based on the region you're in. They try and have, so it's a wonderful.
If it's obviously a German cruise, it'll be a lot of German type of foods.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, but it's a wonderful opportunity and just a really neat way to see several different areas along the Rhine, the Danube. Just depends on what you're interested in.
And the interesting thing too, because I've been on a lot of cruises as well as you have, and I remember one time we were on an ocean cruise and we stopped at a port and we wanted to see Rome.
Yes.
But that meant I had to get on a bus for an hour and a half from where the cruise ship was to get to Rome.
That's
With the
right.
river cruise, when they pull up, you're there.
You're right there in the heart of the city.
You're right there in the heart of the city.
That's true. And it's beautiful. It's just a wonderful experience to see different cultures and many different cultures. I mean, you can start in Budapest and end in Amsterdam. So there's a wide variety of different countries that you can visit as you go.
And how about the duration of the cruises? Are they?
Anywhere from about 7 days, 14, 20, you can pick your number. I mean, they're getting longer and longer, but you know, really there's something for everyone.
And the accommodations are very nice also, aren't they?
They are very nice. Typically, because the rivers are so narrow, you'll have a French balcony as opposed to a full balcony on most of them. However, if you'd like a full balcony, that is available to you now.
And then normally what you would do is you would fly into the major city.
Exactly.
That's where you would board the ship. And the neat thing about that is once you're in that major city, you're pretty close to where the ship's at anyway.
It is, and in most cases clients will actually go in a few days early so that they can experience that particular area, get acclimated to the time change. And for instance, Amsterdam, people will go see the gardens, they'll go see the Anne Frank house, then they'll board the vessel, then cruise down the Rhine, and in Basel, Switzerland. You know, you have all sorts of options.
Great. And of course, we mentioned the Mississippi River. They still are doing cruises along there. Are those normally, those are probably, what, 7 days more than anything?
Most of them are 7, but there are some 4 and 5 day segments that you can get. And it's a very, very nice American Queen ship. So really nice accommodations, great food, great opportunities to see the different areas that we have right here in our back door.
And that's good for a starter.
Yes.
And
very
then once
good.
you're getting all hooked onto that, then we can get you overseas, right?
That's right.
Great. So basically, and you people take care of everything.
Absolutely everything.
What's very nice, and what our viewers don't realize, the fact is a lot of times you say, well, I'm trying to do it on my own. What I like about if I'm doing something, if it's with Ann, if something for whatever reason goes wrong and you're traveling, you call Ann, she takes care of it. Or you normally, a lot of times, if you've got a whole group going together, you've got somebody that's going along with us.
That's correct. You have an advocate, someone that can take care of all the details.
Absolutely, because the worst thing in the world you can do is be traveling somewhere, something goes awry, you did it on your own, you'll never know how many busy signals you'll hit calling different kinds of people where you guys have got the magic number.
That's true, and sometimes you don't know what's available to you.
Right.
And so you may take whatever's given to you, whereas someone that's a travel professional knows what you're entitled to and knows what you should be getting.
And you guys are open, what, 5 days a week, Monday through Friday?
Monday through Friday, Saturdays by appointment if someone wants to
Okay,
come.
if you really need it, and it's a
Yep.
very simple phone number, 213-0000.
Yes.
And you're in there, and then you'll give them all the advice they need.
That's right.
Thank you. And just remember this, that if you want to go on a cruise and you're saying, well, I don't want the big thing, river cruises are going to be a wonderful way to see the world. And we'll be right back right after this.